We will continue our journey to build EistenTown, an extremely scenic town in La Riviera is the map. This is a community map I recently downloaded from the Steam workshop, and it is very nicely done. It is not easy to build on because, as you see, there's a lot of hills. There's these terracey things going on, so it is more difficult than a usual flat landscape. But it is more fun too. And in this series, we actually want to make EistenTown as beautiful as possible, as green as possible, and also as cool as possible. So everything needs to work as it should in a city, but it also needs to look nice. So let's get going. I didn't do much since we stopped last week. The only thing I did was I added 2 road toll stations. One is here for the incoming traffic, and the other one is up here for the outgoing traffic. This is one of the tips I can give you if you want to make real money. Use these for the main connections to the city. And once the people are really flowing in and out of the city, this gives you a ton of possibility to make additional money, which is always good to have. Who doesn't need money to build a city? Okay, so let's see. We did build out the area here last time, which I see as a bit of a downtowny area. And we will continue building this out as the downtown area. Then we will go into the, let's say, low density residency area here and up here and build into the hillside. As I mentioned last stream, I will not go into too much industry, even though the demand is high, and we will have a push. Hey, Grand City, which gives us solar power plant. I waited for this. Cool. Which gives us a possibility to actually solve our energy problem, which we had last stream. So bear with me, we'll do that. What I wanted to mention is I'm not really going for too much long-term investment into industry, because I usually try to go for highly educated people, and at some point they don't want to work in the industry, they don't get enough employees and stuff like that happens, and the industry goes away anyway. And also they pollute the area severely, which is not what we want, since we want to build a clean city. Having said that, let's actually try to build a water treatment plant right here where we have the sewage. Let's build it a bit more outside, because this is really loud and we don't want to have it near residency areas, but yeah, we need to kind of. So let's build 2 of them. And since we just had a level up, so to speak, an achievement, we were good on the money side. We always get a little cash influx from reaching the achievement points. The goal for today is at least 30,000, because I want to unlock a few additional things. Ideally, I want to unlock the airport and stuff like that. Okay, the airport is not really green, but it gives you a nice way to increase traffic and also help grow the city. We will do a green airport with electric planes at some point. So let's see how this goes. Let's actually have a look at pollution. Yeah, let's see what these can do. Usually I've made the experience that these don't really do much for pollution. They're really inefficient. And as you see, the pollution is a problem. And at some point, if we grow, it will reach the area where we have the intake pumps, and then we get sick citizens, which we don't want. Alright, having said that, let's see whether we have enough money. Oh, 80,000, that's a lot, that's steep. Well, we have enough to build the first solar power plant. I would say we go for solar power, I don't know, down here. Because I don't plan to, I must be on the roadside, okay. We don't plan to build much in this area anyways. This is the kind of coastal, or do we? This could be really cool for low residency stuff though. Okay, let's see how we fare on the electricity side. We need to do something pretty soon. So let's find a good way. We have some kind of garbage stuff happening. We have a landfill directly at the shopping center, which is probably not smart. Let's actually, yeah, the stuff has grown so far into the city that we need to move it again. So let's go upwards and build it out here, and let's not otherwise use this area and just use it for landfills. Okay, it is 98% full, so let's empty it. 50% full, let's empty that too. Let's actually go for incineration plants instead, or as a replacement for the landfills. Waste processing complex. Waste processing complex sends out waste transfer trucks to pick up garbage from waste transfer facilities and landfill sites. Okay. Now let's do the waste transfer facility, and then let's do... yeah, let's do it down here. And then let's... Oh, no, we're already... 100,000! Oh my god, this is expensive. How much was that, by the way? Okay, this was 20k. Okay, so let's speed up. Let's try to make a bit more money until we can afford the waste processing complex, because this should be fairly efficient, and it also does power. It also creates power, which is good since we are low on reserves on that front. Okay, we need, speaking of power, we need to connect this to the system. Let's do it this way until we can really solve it without power lines. I don't like power lines, they're ugly. But anyways. Okay, we're over 100k now, so let's give it a bit more time to have a bit of reserve on the money side. Well, we're doing well with almost 7k, with 7k a week plus. That should be... we should be fine. Okay, let's build it. Let's do that. Alright. Okay. It's operating normally. It doesn't do anything, but it needs to. And we have 9 out of 20 trucks up and running. We'll have the incineration plant down here, but we'll probably move it up here as well, because we need to move it further away from the living spaces or the commercial zones. We don't want to risk polluting the people. Look at this. This is horrible. Okay, let's connect it to the net again. And we'll do a bit of a green belt between the two, and the residential areas and the commercial areas, because we want to keep the pollution really from the people. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Look at the parks. We can do a lot. Let's see what we wanna do. Let's go for a bit of... do I have to place the manual, or is there a function to really paint them? I'm not quite sure. Oh, it's a manual thing. Ooh, okay. This will take a while. I think I'll do this off stream. Anyways, we can do it, and we should at some point. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, we have incoming garbage. We have almost all the trucks in use. This thing has some trucks left, but it's improving, and we're emptying these, and then we'll remove these. There's a dead person is waiting for transport. So let's see whether we have any crematorium nearby. We don't, which is probably the root cause of the problem. Okay, let's build one here. And one... oh, not enough money, okay. Well, how much is that? Oh, 25, okay. They do have water, although I don't know... oh, the availability is low, we need to build another pump. Okay. Let's do 2 more. Just to be on the safe side. Okay, this should save us from going dry for quite a while now. Okay, back to the Yeah, now we have people coming again. Let's not do a cemetery, let's actually go for a crematorium. There's a lot of dead people here for some reason. Probably this is the area of town where the elderly live. And so there's a higher chance of dying, I suppose. As it's built another crematorium. Excuse me. Look at this, this is cool. Looking good. Okay, let's have another look at the They're emptying 70s, and this will take a while until they're really depleted or empty. But this one's working. It's not up to capacity, which is good, but it uses a lot of trucks, which is also good, so it's working. This could be a bit better, but it will grow over time. But this might be an issue because the distances are too high. Let's actually try to build a connecting road. Let's see whether this helps with the speediness of the delivery, the garbage delivery. There's a lot of traffic. Let's actually see what the issue is. Okay, I see where this is going to be a problem. Oh, okay. There is quite a high density, the high amount of traffic. Interesting. I do not always fully grasp why the traffic jams are where they are. But anyways, we'll go for public transport anyway. So this is one topic for today or for this week is the public transport, the focus on public transport, including trains, which can be a bit of a hassle to get right, but we'll give it a shot. And also we'll do bus lines probably, and might even do a metro. Okay, let's see, what else do we need? We have high demand for industry, so let's go for that. As I mentioned, I'm not keen on building out too much industry, but for the time being, it is in huge demand. So let's give them what they want. Let's rake in the taxes, and then let's change for commercial areas and non-industry stuff once we are ready. Before we can do that, we need to raise our education level and need to build a university, probably more high schools, and just make sure our citizens are smart enough to really fill the vacancies that they need to. Okay, this is definitely not perfect, but anyways. It does the job. Kinda. Okay, let's make sure once we're built up here we have the water available that we need. Okay, so we have a bit more space for industry. It was almost immediately filled. Yeah, it's coming. But the demand is down again, so we can focus on other things, which is good. Alright, so let's actually have a look at the train lines, the intercity train connection. Yeah, but I think before we go for the trains, we need to save up a little bit more money. Let's have a look at the cash flow. The taxes, I think, are good. We raised them last time, and they're good. Let's see where the money comes from. Residential is by far the highest, industry is second, and close follower is the commercial side. Actually, it's overtaking the industry right now. There's the office income is last, and let's see how the road toll system is doing. This should be 0.1%, that's low. That's actually quite low. This is really low, surprisingly. This should be more. But anyways, let's give it a bit of time and check back and see whether this works or not. One thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that we have it actually on both connections to the city. We just have it on one right now. Because up here the space is extremely limited, so let's probably not do it here until... Yeah, let's not do it here. It's just... yeah, there's not enough space. Okay, let's see. So this one is empty. Let's actually remove it. I know let's not go for the budget, but I should be able to... Oh, we can just flatten it. Yeah. 40%. This is a crematorium. Let's have a look at the pollution. It's immediately gone, which is good, which makes people more healthy around this area. Healthcare availability, death care availability is a bit low, but we can work on that once we get there. We have... oh. Okay, now we need to make sure that we actually build the solar power system that we wanted to go for. Alright, so let's go for it. If we can find a space where the whole thing actually works. There we go. Let's connect it up. For some reason they need water. Let's give them water. And this should solve our problem for quite some time. And once we have set up a few of these down at the coastline or somewhere, actually I'll probably move it once the industry has been removed, or we can get rid of the industry. We'll do it there because there's a lot of let's say empty space available, flat space available down there. This doesn't look nice. It shouldn't be at the beach really. But it could be... let's actually have... give it a shot up here. And try to make it work up here. Let's see if this works, if we can move it. I don't like the idea of having the power plant down here. Yeah, let's do it up here. We still have it connected, it's still working, good. Power output 160 megawatts, so step by step we can remove these and actually make sure that we don't waste money by running these, and while it would be far more efficient to have the solar power plant. As soon as we can, we'll build another one, and then we'll remove these. These are extremely inefficient. Well, they're semi-inefficient, or they're okayish for the beginning, but at some point they need to go. Let's make sure we don't remove too many of them to have enough reserves until we can build another one of the solar power plants. Let's leave it at that. And we'll remove these as well, the offshore, what are these called? Advanced offshore wind turbine. Let's just call them offshore because they're in the water. There is a garbage problem. Garbage is piled up, okay. But just one and it's solved, okay. So we should have the garbage problem, so to speak, under control. This is still emptying. This is running, oh, this is running quite up to capacity on the reserve side. We have 40 megawatts of output. Actually, we have connected it to the net. Let's make sure that we have it connected to all parts of the network. And once we are at capacity, we'll probably have to build another one. Reserves are full, so let's make sure. Yeah, at some point we'll probably have to build another one because we're going full. Okay, we're still growing. We have a lot of money incoming. Or we can actually build the other or a second solar power plant. Let's go for that. There we are, and let's remove these. Let's get rid of these. Let's connect them via, I don't know, this way, and remove those. Okay, there's a ton of industry that we need to take care of. A lot of demand, but also quite a bit of demand for commercial. So let's do the industry first. And as we're at it, let's actually look at the fire hazard here. Well, there's two which should cover these. Yeah, we're good. We are good on the fire hazard front. There's a broken power line. Okay, we can remove this one. Okay, yeah, I wanted to build out more industry. But as I mentioned, I'm not really keen on doing that. I always want to have a high demand, because usually once you fulfill all the demand, they will get picky. And actually, what's this? Let's see, I don't remember this icon. Not enough customers. Okay, they need customers. Okay, that makes sense, because we just have low density residency up here. But once we move into this area, we'll do a lot more. We'll do a lot more people which can live there, and then they will have customers then. Yeah, I'm not really keen on expanding the industry any further. We can give it a bit more on this front, move it closer to the power plants, but only a little bit. Let's not do more than that. I just feel that I wanna get rid of the industry as soon as possible. Okay, landfill 40% full, 87. We'll probably do a garbage pickup and then recycling. Well, what is this called? Waste processing complex. We'll do this back here as well, just as a backup to the other one. There we go. This is really expensive. We'll do the transfer facility as well. Once we have enough money, 20k should be reachable pretty quickly. Let's give it a few seconds until we have enough money. There's a new piece of land available. We'll definitely have a look at that. But let's do the waste issue first, because I want to get rid of these, set up the complex back here, and make sure that we're making good on our needs to provide waste management. Okay, now we've done this. Let's make sure that we're already filling up. There are already trucks in use. Okay, that's working. Let's empty that. Let's empty that as well. Let's make sure that we get these stuff here, and let's make sure that we also do recycling properly. I'm not quite sure if this is called recycling, or whether there's a different plant, incineration plant. There's not really much on the recycling side, so perhaps I can unlock it, or it's a DLC, I don't know yet. Or there is a community mod which allows us to do recycling. That would be cool. Okay, high demand for industry. We'll not take care of that right now. We'll go for zoning, a bit more office space, or do we? Yeah, we're gonna do office space. Let's go for. Let's actually do painting again. That was actually cool. I never did use the paint tool for zoning, but since my last stream, I kind of started liking it. You have to be careful not to paint into wrong areas, but well, that's fine. Okay, let's make sure that we have a bit of commercial area too. Let's do. No, that's actually wrong. That's not what I want. That's not what I. Come on. Ah, too late. Let's go for commercial, for residential here. And here as well. And we will do commercial back here. High density, that is. I just want to make sure there's a bit of space between the high density commercial areas and the residential areas because of the noise pollution. There is quite a bit of noise pollution that comes from the high density, from the commercial zones in general, but high density, of course, high density means more noise pollution. So we're emptying that. This should be empty pretty soon, and we can remove it. This is working at capacity almost. And this one is working as well, so we should be fine on this front. Let's have another look at the traffic. That's okay, except for the main connection to the industrial area. Okay, the industrial area seems to be the goal, or the get to point. Yeah, we need to do something about that. Well, as I mentioned, we'll do public transport anyways. Wishing for sunshine, that's nice. Okay, we're pretty good on the money side. We have high demand for industry or offices. That's interesting. Oh, actually, let's build more offices then. I wasn't aware of the fact that offices goes into the industry tab, or I don't know, zoning. So let's build offices. Okay, but let's take care of the garbage thing first. We do have a problem on the garbage side. Let's look at that. Garbage is piled up. We don't like that. So we need to do additional work on that. I probably need to move it closer, although I don't want to have it too close. Let's build it out here. Let's do the same setup. Let's do a waste transfer facility. The problem is it's noise pollution, so I can't build it too close to residential areas because of that. But let's do it up here. Okay, we probably segregated our power grids. Let's have a look at that a bit later. But we'll do the waste transfer first. Let's do it. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Radius. This is noise pollution and pollution. Oh my god. It's probably even too probably to the city. We probably need to move it again. Okay. So let's build it out. Let's actually go further up. Let's build it out. Can we? Can't we? Oh no, I want to have this for the train station. Let's do it here for the time being. Let's make sure we have water available, electricity too. I'm sure they need that. Okay, there's seems to be an issue with the nets. Okay, these are connected. These are connected. So this shouldn't be. There shouldn't be multiple networks. I don't right now see the issue. It's probably oh no, we'd have connect because they produce power as well, and this one produces power as well. So there might be the issue, but I'm not quite sure why it tells me to that we have segregated power grids. Doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, so there's 2 fire departments. We have a fire and it's already been solved. I think we're fine. All right. Okay, so there's the I think the waste transfer problem has been resolved for now. Yeah, we're good. Okay, there's a new piece of land. Let's actually see what we can do. This doesn't make sense at all. Why should we buy a piece of water? We can do either these 2 and have the I want to have the coastline, even though it's mostly water. But anyways, we can do this, or we can do this up here, which will probably be... Oh, we have it already. Do we? No, we don't. But let's... yeah, let's take this one. Oh, 13k, that's quite expensive. And then let's take this one and then expand to the east. Okay, looking good. I hate to see this pollution. But look at this. This is barely doing anything. Let's look at the actual. Yeah, they're barely doing anything. Purifies most of the sewage before it's pumped out. Oh, okay. Actually, this might this be a connection issue that we need to actually connect from these to these and remove these? This might actually make sense. So let's give this a shot. This would be really cool. I didn't really get that up to now, that this might be the issue I always had, and I was never able to really solve it. Okay, let's pause, by the way, until we have this connected up again. There we go. This goes in there. And we can connect these. Okay. If this is working, then I've learned something. This would be extremely cool if we could make this work and really have less pollution because of that. The average pollution is quite low. The drinking water pollution is 0. This always needs to be 0. If it's just on 4% or something, you will get a ton of sick people, and they die pretty quickly. And if they die, their relatives will of course hate you and move out and be really angry at you. Okay, let's see. Let's give it a bit of time and let's see whether this really improves the situation. This would be cool if this would be the solution to the wastewater or the pollution problem in the water, in the ocean. I would suggest it's not really relevant how it is connected, if it is connected. But I'm really not sure about that, if it needs to be connected in the right way, so that these only go for the waste, I don't know, water treatment plants. I don't know. It's hard to tell, because this is just, yeah. It's hard to see whether it improves or not. Let's give it a bit of time and see whether this improves the situation. Okay, we're up to 90k again, so we have a bit of space, a bit of spare money to do something. Let's actually go and have a look at public transport, because I think that we need that. I'm inclined to go for metro For the reason... Actually, because it's cool. It needs a lot of space too, that's kind of the downside. We can do one here. Let's go for metro. Let's connect the city up by metro. So this is a station. So let's build out the stations first. Let's see. Let's actually flatten a few of these industrial buildings, because why not? We don't want a tube station here, but we want one probably probably really close here, but let's make sure that we haven't severed any important power line. No, we didn't. And people don't like the fact that they have a metro. Actually, I'm stupid. I didn't want to. I want to have underground station. That's why I was puzzled. Okay. Let's get rid of these. Yes, that was a mistake. I wanted to go for the underground ones. So let's remove them. 3 of them, I think. And let's make sure we do it correctly this time. Okay, metro, underground, there we go. There we go, this is how it should be. Let's use the same spaces. It is noise pollution because there will be a ton of people coming in and out of that stuff. But it is preferable to endless traffic jams. Slope too steep. Okay. Didn't this just work a minute ago? Okay. Okay, somewhere downtown is probably... Let's do it here. Alright. Metro tracks. Okay, I will go for subterranean. Well, let's actually do the power stuff first. Power, and let's make sure they're connected. I want to make sure that they instantly work as they should. Okay, this one needed a connection, and this one was good anyways. Okay, let's make sure that we connect them the right way. Bam. Okay, let's connect these. Do we have... No, that's not. That's actually a tunnel. Okay. Let's actually have one somewhere up here, I think. Just to make sure that we have one for later on. Okay, there's a few angry people now, but we'll figure it out. We'll make it work for them too. Okay, we'll build one right there. Let's make sure they have water. They don't, so let's fix that. And also make sure that they have power. So let's do an ugly line like that. There we go. Let's get back to the connecting the tracks, or the stations via track. Oh, not enough money. That's going to be extremely expensive. Yeah, I should have figured that this is one of the more expensive things. We might also want to build one station up here, just to make sure that we have... Once we build out the residential commercial up here, we will need one. So let's build one here, and let's make sure that we get some money first before we can, or before we continue building out the metro. This is really expensive. Okay. There is again high demand for for industry and offices, and high low demand for residential zones. Let's have a look at the prices. Land price. This could be improved in this area, so let's go for that. And also happiness is kind of fine, but I think we could improve it by building some additional parks to make sure that all the people are happy and all the people get some green around them. Okay, one more up here. And one more quite close to the high density commercial zones. That's looking good. Already 1% up, which is always good. So this is improving, and if the people are happy, they're paying more taxes, they're attracting more people, land price goes up, this attracts even more people. So there is a reason why I'm doing that. Oh, by the way, healthcare is something we need to take care of as well. So this is the elementary level education, which is kind of fine for now. Oh, let's build one more somewhere up here. Can't we just... Oh, that's a bridge. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's kind of a necessary evil that we need to flatten a building. I usually don't like to do that, but sometimes it's needed. It's required. Okay, education. Did I just build a hospital? Oh my god. Okay. But let's go for the high school then. Let's try to get this right. There we go. And the capacity is fine for now. The university is far too expensive for now, but we should be able to have this pretty soon. And I will do the university in the downtown area because there's the most people. So the access to it does make sense. Actually, by the way, as you see here, I've downloaded a few additional assets from the store, from the workshop. So I would say that we will do this. Let me just quickly fix this. We will do this. We'll actually at some point do the additional buildings I got from the workshop, from the Steam workshop. There's some brilliant art by really talented guys that I want to show off. I've downloaded quite a few buildings. Some do fit the theme because this map is called La Riviera, and some of the French Riviera, I think, is the model for that, or was the model for the map. And I want to go for, let's actually go for this. This will make people really happy. Look at this. We have built our first university. Cool. Yeah. Ooh. We don't have enough. One university isn't even enough for the eligible people. Okay. So this would drive up the land value, but once we have enough money, I'll build another university. But let's make sure that... Oh, look at this. Look at this. Almost 10% just because of the jump in the educational capabilities. We'll build another university, probably some... it's a bit spread out. So probably somewhere here. And might even do a third one in the more rural area of the city. Let's make that work next, once we have some more money to spend on these things. But this is important, and this will also drive, as you see, as I mentioned, drive up the need for residential areas, and really go for it. We'll just welcome a new member to our Discord. Alright, there we go. I'm always happy to see new faces on Discord. More people to have a good time with. And in this case, it's an old friend from New Zealand, which is always brilliant. Okay, so we have the city sprawling and growing and being all over the place, really. But in the general sense, we're growing, and we need to have more residential zones. We are out of space for the residential, on the residential side. So we bought the area up here, so we need to cultivate this area and build the city up here into the hill. I'm inclined not to continue building out residential areas here because of the landfills and stuff like that. And also I want to use this for commercial stuff and just, I don't know, hang out without having to take care of pollution and stuff like that. So let's actually build out a few roads, and let's also not forget, once we have a bit of money on our side, on the side, to build out the metro. I didn't do that right now, but at some point when we have 100,000 or 200,000, I will go for that again. I haven't forgotten it. So let's connect this area. There's a train station that makes sense here, so we'll probably build one and leave a bit of space for that. But for the train station, we will need to have a roadside connection anyways, so I'll probably branch off this. That's actually a bridge, okay. It will still work. Branch off here. It's gonna be expensive, but that's fine for now. It's a bit too much. Or it's also a bit too much. Let's go like that. So let's do that. Okay, so we have connected up this area up here. It's not ideal because it involves a lot of unbuildable area, I would say. But this is just connecting. We're just building a connecting road. Okay, so the thing is that we don't want to branch off the incoming road before we're able to collect the tax. Or we can move to the toll collect station. But at this point, I don't want to, so let's keep it that way. Let's build out a bit more. Actually, this is a bit of a thing that I haven't completely thought. Let's actually kill it. Hey, Mr. Janaruski, how is life? Good to see you. I'm good. I'm just building out the city as it should be. We are over 20,000 now, so everything is honky-dory. And I just need to make sure that we can build above this. Now we need to go even higher than that. So let's demolish that. Let's bulldoze that. Let's actually build a ramp. Go down, go up. There we go. Now let's get Down again. Down. There we go. We're good. So a few things that we did. You might have missed that when you were doing your business outside of town. We have built a few metro stations, but we didn't have the money to connect them. But we have the money now, so we'll build additional subterranean systems. This is the first road that we have, or let's say train tracks that we built for the metro. The second one is going to be the connection to this one. Then we will build an additional connection to... Actually, that doesn't work, so let's make sure that we... Let's just build it like that and then connect it up. Like that. Now the... Oh, this is one, this isn't one. Nope. Now the last one is down here in downtown. So we have a metro... Oh, there's a thunderstorm going on. Cool. Okay, so let's make sure that we... Oh, this is really... Look at this. This is hugely expensive. Oh. Yeah, building on the ground is really a thing. I could use some cheap labor, Mr. Janaruski. If you can provide some cheap labor, that would be cool. But I need to save up more money to connect and to build up the station. The cool thing is the metro station. The cool thing is the land price is going up severely, so we have attracted a lot more people. The land price is going up, and actually, just to let you know, I have built a little park in front of your second condo. So feel free to stroll around and have a look at the surrounding area. And also one reason we did the metro was I want to get ahead of the traffic. It's not quite a problem right now, but I want to get ahead of the traffic, because as we see, there is a few zones, especially industrial area, which we need to take care of. Here, the incoming traffic in the low density residential zone is quite severe, so we'll need to work on that. Yeah, I know. I know how the unions are. That's right. But look at our downtown area. This is really cool. It's getting there. I built the first university, so we have smart people now. Look at this. This is our main university. So here the smart people get educated. That's also a positive. And there's a fire going on. I'm sure you have nothing to do with it whatsoever. But still, let's make sure that we don't have a problem here. Oh, I've missed. Might have missed. No, I didn't. That's actually quite close. So this is a fire station. And they should be able to get it under control pretty quickly. And they did. Okay, that's solved. Oops. Alright, another thing I did, I bought this land up here so we can extend the city up into the hills and make it even more big and sprawling and wonderful. But for the time being, let's make sure that we have the possibility to build additional residential zones. So let's continue building the roadside. Take care of the problematic spots first before expanding to not spiral out later on. What do you mean by that? You mean it on the traffic side? To fix the traffic before we expand more? I'm inclined to actually do another section here and go for another roll toll. So we'll actually do that. Let's go for something like this. And let's do another toll connect system. Bam. Let's make sure we do this. Oh, that's actually also on a... Yeah, that's still on a slope. How can we... Okay, there we go. I think that's the way to go. No, that's not. Okay, there seems to be a problem that I cannot build power lines over tracks, which is kind of a... Oops. Okay, let's do the quick and dirty one. Let's just build a power plant right next to it. We're green, so we have this under control with our solar power. Not solar power, wind turbines, sorry. Very fine. Let's fix the water connection. Let's fix water, make it available to these people. There we are. Yeah, the traffic spots, the idea behind this second connection up here is... Oh, we have a... Oh, we don't need that. Okay, we're fine. No, that was completely misplaced. Yes, destroy. Yeah, we're good. So the idea is to have an additional connection out of here and route at least part of the traffic up and down the slope here, because I want to build out this as a up here a commercial zone and a bit of industry even, and down here commercial, and down here then residential again, a mix between residential and commercial. So we'll go for that, and but until we do, we can continue the metro line, because I think we have enough money to go ahead with. Let's go underground. And let's connect the... I think we were working at this with this one. Oh, we were working... Which one didn't we... Ah, this one. There we go. Train traffic is coming. I'm probably doing it this stream or on Thursday. I want to have... Okay, that's not really working. Okay, this is going to be really expensive because I need to... Yeah, that's too steep probably. I need to make this work somehow to get down. Oh, this is going to be so expensive. Let's actually take a bit of a curve to make sure we can do an additional station here. Okay, we're down to 34 again. Now the next step is to connect up this metro line to this, or this station to this, and then we can do go around traffic. We can even do, I don't know, connections in between them. I haven't done too much with the metro system so far. Let's quickly have a look. There we go. Okay, we're really good on the money side. Almost 10k a week. Look at this. Metro, it's underground, so we need to do a lot of underground construction. That's why I was asking for cheap labor. So if you have some, let's say, some questionable workers, or let's say workers of questionable background, which want to stay low and are happy to get a little less money, I have work for them. Not enough money. This will cost 115k. Whew. Sheesh. 50k. Yeah, but let's do it that way. Let's build it. Oh, that's too expensive. Yeah, that's actually a good point. We'll need around 70k. Okay, we'll wait until we have the money and then we'll finish the line there. Okay, let's continue our zoning. Okay, I think we can do a bit of probably low density up here. I'm not quite sure if we should go for high density residential here. I'm not sure. I would like to build it high density though, and then go down here. And yeah, I want to kind of continue the high density idea that we have. But we have a fire here. Let's make sure we are not running. Ooh, yeah, we should build another department. This is a bit of a high fire risk. Okay, so we're going for high density up here. Also, the advantage would be that we can divert traffic directly to from the second. Oh no, that's wrong. From the second highway. So let's give them a lot of space to live. This should be pretty cool to live up here. We'll do additional connecting roads and just make it nice. Oh, is this the train station? Yeah, this is the train station. I need to take care of that. Okay, this is not elevated. Ah, okay, this is why I did the elevation in the first place. Okay, now I get it. It's rather dark, so I don't see. And let's make sure that we build this in a I don't know. No, that's not looking good. In a kind of sensible fashion, as good as we can, and then do connecting. There we go. Let's do a few connecting roads. They should probably be not direct, but have an angle. No, that's not working. Doesn't like that for some reason. Okay, let's do the straight one if it doesn't want to. We'll do a straight one. Come on, mate. Ah, it's too steep. Okay, you can't do that. How about... No, that doesn't work either. Is it really that? It's really that steep. Okay, so we can't really do any... Let's try something else. So that's working, so we'll do something like this. And something like... Okay, there is a power issue up here which we need to solve pretty quickly until we can... okay, there we are. There we go. This kind of looks cool. I like this. And also now I want to buy this zone area, this area. It's not available right now, but at some point we can buy this. Okay, let's finish the metro. We should have enough money by now to do that. Let's go underground again and let's connect this one. This one. Bam. Okay, there we go. Alright, now let's do the metro line tool. I've forgotten how this works. Draw metro lines by clicking on stations. Draw the line from the departure station to the terminal station and back, as a metro line needs to be circular. Stations need to be connected with metro tracks. Okay, that makes sense, and we should be able to also create a new line. Ah, add a stop. There we go. Add a stop. Add another stop. Add a stop. And complete the line. We have our first metro line. Now let's see, once we have given it a bit of time, how this develops and how many people really go for the metro. And then we can build out additional stations. By the way, I built subterranean stations. This is why the metro station is just this thing, this little hole in the ground is the metro station. That's all. So it doesn't need a lot of space on the ground. It is using a bit of space underground, but who cares? Okay, the landfill back here is empty too, so we will get rid of it. Yes. And we should already be better on the pollution side. Yes, we are. So we're looking good. We want to keep the pollution, the polluted areas away from the living areas as much as possible. So, we're good on that. This is, let me see, this is industry, right? Factories, yeah, okay. Well, the pollution is really horrible. Alright. Well, what can you do? Okay, we have a ton of money now. Let's see what we can do with it. There's huge demand for industry. But before we go into that, we give these residential areas up here the necessary amenities that they wanna have. Let's give them fire department. Let's give them a police station up here, because why not? Let's make sure they have the necessary education, because I will do some more. Probably not a university, but an elementary school would be required, I think. But this is really, look at the reach. The reach is really low on this. Interesting. Well, it still makes them happy, but it's really, the reach is not really far. High school. Okay. Let's make sure that works. Also, let's make sure that we have enough electricity. The availability is good, but for some reason they don't have power. So do we have an issue with that there's far more power than we need? Why is this an issue? Well, let's try something. Nah, that doesn't make sense. Oh, it does. Okay. I see no. Okay, that's. No, it doesn't work. Or did I? Did it? Oh, that's weird. What's wrong with these people? Yeah, that's a point. I will have a look at that. In downtown, that's not an issue because it's directly a roadside. It needs to be roadside. But the thing is, you need to make sure that people can get to and from the metro by bus or by car or something like that. I can lower it, but the benefit on the money side is really low, and I don't really have an issue with lowering that. Actually, I have another. I want to fix this first. This is strange. Why do I have a power problem here? There's far more available than. Ah, okay. I see. That doesn't make. No, it makes sense. Okay, at some point I need to make sure that I fix this. I'm coming back to your power suggestion. I don't agree really on the toning down, but there is a thing I can do, and you're right with that. Well, that's kind of crappy. I need to build out a different a solar power plant up here as well. We'll do that. We'll need to do that because we cannot really connect it to the main power grid because of the train tracks which go straight through the whole thing. Okay, let's do that. That should be fine. Let's actually try to, since we own the place anyway. We will do. Oh, hell. This is so expensive. 80k, come on. 80k. Go. Let's speed up the whole thing. And Ah, there's bloody slopes. Ah, I need to find... let's see whether we can do this here then, somewhere. Yes, I'm doing it. Ah. There we are, yay. Okay, there we go. Now, let's... I do hope I can build over this bloody... There we go, that works. Okay, let's connect it up. Okay, now we do something. I know. It will... I don't agree with the greatly. It does have an effect, but only if you lower it significantly. If you cut the budget for anything, the effect will be, yes, it saves money, but usually in the long term it's not advisable because the maintenance cost is lowered, but the problem is the infrastructure is degrading. And I actually, for a reason, didn't do that up to now, and I'll probably not go for it in this session either. There's another way of saving money. One is the I don't know how they call it, I forgot. The policies, yeah, the policies, do zoning and policies. And the other thing is I have built enough power, as you correctly saw, to actually shut down other structures. So I don't need them anymore. I can get rid of them, and this will save you an extreme amount of money. Because you can get rid of the upkeep completely, because I don't need it anymore. I have a more efficient way of creating power, and still there's not even did a... There was not even a tick in the power availability. So I can get rid of this one too. Let's get rid of that. There is the degradation. If you go for, I can show you the budget. If you go for the budget, if you reduce the amount of, yeah, the upkeep. That's actually the thing. If you go for the upkeep and you lower that, there will be an issue with maintainability, and things will break. I had this issue. So I'm not going to touch. I usually don't touch these because there's enough levers that I can pull without going for these ones. I'm rather going for policies and districts, and do them. But at the moment, with almost 9,000 a week, I'm quite comfortably doing well. Of course, it can be optimized, but I'm rather just disabling and destroying structures which I don't need. And I see there is an issue. Yeah, they're empty as well. I can remove them as well. This will save a bit more. We have switched, I think you've missed that, we have switched to the new transfer facility and the actual waste processing complex. So we have upgraded the waste management, and it works far better. It's always advisable to do that. Okay, so we're doing well on the money side. There's a bit of spare money. Let's actually have a look at the public transport. We already have 146 per week. No tourists because we don't have any. I don't have any tourist attractions. I think tourism is unlocked later. I'm not quite sure about that. So this is okay. It's growing, which is fine. So the metro works. Let's actually see this from the income side. Oh, 2K. That's actually not too bad. That's actually a lot. That's good. That's actually good. The water pollution side, yes, I did that, but perhaps you have a tip there. I'm not quite sure how to make this really work. These are the outlets, just 2 of them, and these are 2 of the water treatment plants, and they should have, I don't know, enough effect, or do they? They have 160,000 cubic meters a week. And these are pushing out 120,000 cubic meters. So they should have enough capacity to drain all the waste from these. But it doesn't happen. Look at this. It's still polluting the whole thing. And they don't have too much of an effect. There's a little bit of a better, let's say, less polluted area on the beach side. But apart from that, it's not working as I intended. And I've never been able to get this really working. The idea would be to have zero pollution in the water. If you have a tip there, I'm all ears. I haven't been able to make this work. So, and I even tried connecting the output pumps directly and only to the treatment plant, but it doesn't have an effect. I would have been surprised, but let's give it a try. I just don't know. So, any tips for keeping this water from this heavy pollution are greatly appreciated, because I don't want that. And the treatment plants up here, they seem to be quite ineffective. And I don't want to have them all over the place, because they don't look nice, and also it's just inefficient. They cost too much from what they really do. So yeah, tips are appreciated. Let's see, there's huge demand on industry and offices. So why not build an additional industrial complex back here? There should be enough. Yeah, there should be enough space. I'm not quite sure if it's flat enough, but let's give it a shot. Let's go for a serpentine setup. If we can make it work. No, we can't. Let's give it another. Come on. No. We have to do it differently. Go. This is the difficulty of this map. The terracey setup is actually really cool, but difficult to make it work. So there's an industrial area we can do up here, and we can segregate out or branch out the roads from here, and give it kind of a bit of a loop like that. Go, and then connect these. Probably we can do these straight lines. Let's do a few of these. So this is kind of a dense area where I want to just go for industry, and once we get rid of the industry as a whole, we'll do something else. We'll do probably high density residential here. There we go. Oh, that's actually a good point. That's actually a good point. So we can test that. So if you look at the sewage treatment, if I build another one of these plants, let's just give it a shot. So it is connected. Oh, it works. You're correct. It's a replacement. You're absolutely right. Look at this. It extended the capability there. So let's get rid of these ugly things. Yay! Thank you, Mr. Chandrowski. I actually learned something. I didn't get that. I thought they were a chain. You need to clear the water first and then pump it out. I was of the notion that it still needs the pump. And we don't need these. This is brilliant. So now that we have clean, let's say the water treatment is going well, we should have a chance to clean up the whole mess. Yeah, look, it's looking better already. Brilliant. Thank you a lot for this tip. This escaped my attention for a very long time. Okay, we have a waste problem up here, so let's make sure that we get rid of that. Since this is an industrial area back here, we could... No, that's too far off. But we could do it here. Since this is a noise pollution area anyways, we could do the waste transfer facility here and the treatment up here somewhere where the slope isn't too steep. There we go. Because this is a heavy traffic density area anyway, so there's no need of being quiet or not polluting. Alright, let's make sure that we... Oops, no, let's do piping. Let's make sure we connect the area up here. Why did I know that you will say that? Now I'm taking even more care not to piss you off. Did I mention that I've built a nice park on your second flat, the beachside flat? Did I mention that? It's a really good park. It's quiet, it's nice, it has nice trees. Actually Japanese maple trees. They're really cool. Okay, let's build a bit of industry. Oh, he likes it. Ooh, lucky me. Let's start at the outskirts here. And I love the painting tool, I have to say. I really like it more and more now that I'm using it. Let's go for this. Let's make sure we have water. Let's make sure we have electricity as well. There we go. Let's do the temporary power lines. That's good. And we have a lot of new industry coming in. Also, we are already at 24,000 people, which is good. Oh, there's a fire going on, which is it? No, that's power. I actually was of the notion that they do produce power. Oh no, that's the waste transfer facility. The waste processing complex produces power. Okay, we're good. Oh, by the way, I have shown you this is your apartment building, and this is the new park I built. And these are the nice trees that I mentioned. Look at this view. This is amazing. And once the pollution is gone, it also looks nice on the water side. But this will go pretty quickly. Look, it's already cleaning out. It's already going away. There is a waste problem still. Okay, these are 5 out of 20. Come on. This should be enough for you guys. Although I can build another one of these down here to make sure that we're out of city limits. That's not good. Yeah, we're good. They have collected it, but I think since we need this anyways. Yeah, let's build one more. I think it doesn't hurt us. There's a bit of noise pollution, so I will not build anything around this. Let's actually build parks, so we're not accidentally build something or build a residential area around that. Let's give them another park in this space. That's too far off. Let's flatten a few buildings, that's fine. Okay. Okay, demand is good. It's really looking good. I love the downtown area. And I love the fact that we have a metro now and that it's working. Let's see whether this had any effect on the traffic. A little bit. Yeah, it had a little bit of an effect, but still we have ways to go for this area and downtown. This is actually fine down here, but there's a bit of a tight spot. Actually, for some reason here. Oh, okay. Yeah, we need to do some work on the traffic side. But it's not too bad. It's actually not as bad as I expected in this area, because this, as you know, is extremely high density. Let's see the land price quickly. Land value. Oh, that's looking good. It's improving. The whole area is improving considerably. Districts and policies is one of the things on the roadmap as well. On the bike lanes, is this a road upgrade? Or is this just a policy? Doesn't seem to be... Actually, we can do we'll do that. We'll do a upgrade. Oh, we have already done that. Oh, that's brilliant. Look at this, everything here is already tree-lined roads. This is why the noise pollution is so low. I was thinking ahead. Okay, let's give them that too. Let's actually do the upgrade as well. To make sure the noise pollution is right. And then we'll have time to do the district. Let's do a downtown district. Let's actually from here we'll do the Myrtle Square. I don't want to call this Myrtle. Oh, yeah, that's. Oh, okay, this is the thing. No. Let's do it again. You cannot let go of the mouse. It does start a new district. So let's do it again. Let's go for this. There we go. So this is the Beechwood Square. Okay, why not? Can I rename it? Hey, cool. This is brilliant. Okay, Mr. Chanaruski, do you want to name the downtown area, or shall we just call it downtown? We can call it downtown for now. And now we can apply policies. Is it not in the next road category or something? Let me look. You mean the bike lanes? This is just highways. This is a 4-lane road. Nope. Trolley bus wires. Nope. That's a 6-lane road. That's actually getting bigger and bigger on the roadside. Tell me if I'm missing that. Connecting population centers. So it's high traffic, high speeds, blah, blah, blah. Nope. I don't think so. At least I don't see this. Is this a DLC thing that's that I'm not having, perhaps? I don't have all of the DLCs, so I might be missing that. Okay, let's downtown policies. Let's make sure that we have power usage. I think it was the public transport DLC. I'm not quite sure if I have that. If I don't, I will have to get it, because I want to be able to do that. I love the idea of bike lanes. Okay, recycling. I think recycling is something which makes sense in this area, so let's go for garbage combination, slightly reduces tax income. Walking park. Okay, let's do recycling, and power usage, not really a thing. Water usage. Smoke detector, not really. I love pets, so we'll not have a pet ban. This is actually a good one because I want to increase the land price. Education boost, what's this doing? Increase education budget by 25. Prioritize education over working for young adults. Let's leave that for now. Recreational use. Slightly increase tax income. Moderately increase tourism. Tourism might be cool. Okay, this is kind of if you want to smoke a joint and not get in jail for that. That's the policy you want to have. But smoking weed downtown sounds okay, I think. So let's go for that. Recreational use, we'll do that. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's I can move it quickly so you can have a look, but I'll move it back afterwards because it takes up too much space otherwise. It's like I'm in downtown. I'm using recycling parks and recreational use of drugs, so you can smoke weed and don't get into jail for that. It's I kind of like the idea. Okay, so let's move that back out here. We can always come back to that and change the policies. Now there's people dying, and we don't probably have enough hearses to get them out. Yeah, that person waiting for transport. Let's go for healthcare. Let's go for another crematorium. Yeah, we are low on crematoriums. Let's build one actually where that person is. So we're good on that. Let's look for fire hazard. We probably should be a bit more careful and build one here as well. Parks, weed, and downtown. This is cool. I kind of love living here. I would like to live here actually. There's a lot of dead people. Let's immediately look for drinking water pollution. No, we're fine. This is usually the main case. Is a healthcare problem. There's a lot of people dead. Is it just old age or just healthcare availability? All right. Average health 71 is not ideal, but it's not bad either. Interesting. Might be because of the high population, so there's a lot of people dying. Or it might be just the issue that they haven't been transported. Yeah, I'll probably need another one. In the commercial, there's a lot of dead people in the commercial district. Probably they died of karoshi. I love it by night. Look at this sprawling city of EistenTown. That's brilliant. Okay. Boost what? What do you mean? I think it just needs a bit of time. I think we're probably doing well. Are these drop deaths? Ah, you mean the ambulance service? Okay. Let's. You mean the budget? Okay. So that's actually a good point. So you mean the budget of the healthcare? But this is overall. This is for the whole map, and I'm not quite sure if this makes sense. I can push it. Let's go for 110. 110%. More vehicles. Yep. And actually, what was the lower one? More vehicles. Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's see. There's something wrong. There's something really, really not good. Okay, if we can spot the issue, it's not pollution. I've checked it. The usual thing is that we have a pollution problem. Water pollution is the main source of people getting sick and dying. But come on, guys, is this really because I allowed you to smoke weed? And that person is waiting for... Interesting. 72, 73. Let's... Look at this! Oh my god, what's wrong? Oh my god, what am I doing? Let's actually... Let's stop recreational using. Let's see whether this helps. Okay, I definitely build another crematorium. Look at this, especially in the central area. There we go. Let's build actually. Yeah, there must be. This is amazing. I wasn't aware that the I'm assuming that the recreational use of drugs killed my whole town. I'm quite sure about that. And also I see that we have kind of a, I don't know, crime rate is high. Since when do we have a crime rate issue? 7% is not. Ah, okay. Didn't I have... Okay, 1 police or 2 police stations is probably not enough. Let's give them another one. But I'm really, really surprised by the sudden spike in deaths. Look at this, they're dying like flies. Yeah, they're waiting for transport, but I can't do more than, I don't know, building crematoriums all over the place. There's only 3. Let's build 1 more, and there should be enough hearses to really get these people where they need to go. Okay, 3, 4, 5. There's just too many people, too many dead people. Okay, people are fleeing the town because there's too many. They're probably injecting the weed, I don't know. They might be stupid, but I've built a university, so they have some education at their disposal. Look at it, this is the university. This is amazing. I'm really surprised by this sudden spike in deaths. This was working the whole evening, and suddenly people start dying like flies. This is amazing. Why is this? Okay, healthcare. The average health is actually good. Healthcare availability is good. There is no pollution. Water pollution, drinking water is 0. Ground pollution is nothing here in this area. Actually, the crematorium is probably powering the whole city by now with that many dead people. But this is really surprising. But it seems to have stabilized a bit now. This was the policy. This was really the drug policy. I killed half of my city because I was allowing weed. Come on, that's not realistic. Either these idiots are really too stupid to smoke weed, or this is not realistically implemented. Weed doesn't kill you that easily. You really have to do a lot wrong to get this. Yeah, it's getting better. It's improving, but I think no, that's not. It's not a Karoshi issue that as I just assumed. But have you seen that the main problem with weed was in the commercial area? So all the bankers under these people. Yeah, but what combination? I didn't really do much except changing the policies. Let me just move that. Can I? Oh, I can't move that. That's actually quite. So recycling, park recreation, and recreational use of drugs. That was the only policies I did, and people started dying all over the place. And there is no pollution, so there's no source, and the health is good. So I'm really surprised. I don't know why this happened. Why we had so many dead people. Let's build a police station. Do we have a fire station up here? No, but we need one. And now we give them more space to build their factory zone. Let's do up here and here. There we go. Now let's give them a bit more. I think that's not enough. It was the policy, but come on, man, that's not realistic. Oh, now I get it. Mr. Chernarowski, what did you put in the weed? As far as I know, you're responsible for the delivery of these substances. So, was there anything I should know about? Or is it better when I don't know? I think I answered the question for myself. It's better that I don't know. Okay, there we go. Now this is down again to a comfortable level. Residential zones are rising. There's a lot of dead people here too, but this is not even in the... that's interesting. It's not even in the wheat district. Let's see. Don't we have... Oh, we don't have any kind of healthcare here, as it seems. Oh, we do. But no crematorium. Okay, let's build one. Let's build one in the middle of it. And let's see... Okay, now population is growing again, which is actually good. Oh, look at this money. We have a lot of money. 6,000 per week is not super, but we have a ton of money to spend. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm actually a bit puzzled by that. Especially severity. You saw how many people died. That was actually half of the town was just dying. Okay, we need one more crematorium up here because it's not covered otherwise. Let's do that. We have one... Yeah, we're good. Oops, sorry for that. Okay, that was weird. That was really weird. And also, I think it's not really improving much, but this might take a really long time. I don't know. Okay, we have an issue with garbage and also with not enough workers. Okay, so let's change that. Let's see what we can do on the landfill side. This is the recycling center, and we need to build another of these, what are they called? Waste transfer facilities. Let's do one here. Because this can be, they can transfer their stuff here and they will ship it to the plant and then they'll produce energy and do cool stuff. That's fine. Okay. Let's start planning out more on the residential side. But the issue is I don't have much... We have agreed, or let's say we have stated that we don't want to have the area here... Actually, I could build out a little bit of residential zones in the middle, because we don't want to have residential zones close to the waste management because of the pollution. So we don't build anything here, but we could build a bit up here. That's fine. So let's do that. Let's build high density, and let's go for this little S curve thing. Let's build out here. Let's leave a little bit around the waste facility, because we don't want to, as I mentioned, we don't want pollution to be an issue. Let's go for this. And also let's go for the whole area up here. Okay, there we go. Let's make sure everything is connected and they have power as well, and everything is fine. So did you look up the policy, and it didn't have any health effects listed? But obviously it had an effect. I'm really sure it was the policy, because when I switch it off, people stopped dying. Weird. So EistenTownians are not good at using drugs. So don't do drugs, it kills you. Okay, they're building... Yeah, we're good. But we need to make sure that we have the proper facilities up here as well. Let's make sure that we have the... let's build, let it build first. I think there's... it takes a bit of time. Also, we need additional commercial zones, but let's do low density and build out a little bit more in this area, because low density means less pollution, less noise pollution rather. Let's go for that. Also, let's make sure they're connected. Everything is fine, should be okay. Same here, so they're building like hell. That's good. So we're slowly building up into the hill, which is fine. Is there a water? No, they're fine. Okay, 27,000 people. This is actually good. So let's not forget to save the game. Let's call it EistenTown. Okay, let's not forget the other parts of town, like this one. Do we have? No, yeah, we do. Okay, it's fine. So fire hazard is controlled here. So it seems it was just a death wave, natural death, plus that's because bodies haven't been transferred. Yeah, but I was just surprised by the sheer amount of dead people. Okay, let's buy additional land. Let's go for this one and then expand to the east. I want to have this this area available. We can build a really nice living complex and go for serpentine roads and then do high rises here again, as we did with this area down here. So let's actually continue the road. We have enough money now. We are making 10 grand a week, so we're doing well on the money front. One advice I can give actually is not build too close to the waterfront, because there's flooding in this game. And I actually had my city flooded once. And that was a bit of an issue. Let's make sure. Because I had to relocate the buildings. Okay. That might be, you mean the I don't know, it spread from the dead to the living and they got sick, something like that? That might be the case, I don't know. I'm not quite sure about that. Okay, let's try to make this really nice. Okay, let's do that. Okay, try living with a dead body in your living room. Okay, I agree, that's probably not a nice spot to be in, I agree. Let's connect up the... At some point I will have to have a look at power, whether there's enough power available to the area here, or whether I need to build out a few other plans. Okay, why can't I connect them? I usually like to there we go. I usually like this thing because then everything's connected. Okay, there's plenty of space for additional residential area. But let's do a few connecting roads. Let's see whether we can do connecting roads. Yeah, I just love this serpentine thing. This is really cool. Also the tunnels that it builds. And I will do a forestation project sometime later, this week or next week. I want to have a ton of additional trees up here. By the way, if anyone knows a good plugin to paint trees rather than individually setting them, or whether there's a trick in the game, in the base game, the vanilla game, let me know. I would love to be able to do that. Okay, let's do one. That's too steep. Well, that's a really steep area. Let's do it the other way around, actually. Let's go for this. No? No? Oh, okay. I don't know why it's doing that. Is it because of the steepness of the slope that I'm not able to? I probably can do it if I go for a straight one. Yeah. Well, I like my roads to be bendy. I just want to make them intertwined and linked up. Actually a bit for the main reason that it should look nice. But anyways, it's. I'm sure it's efficient to eat in some way, shape, or form. Okay, let's go for. Well, this will probably not work. Let's go for the straight one then. Oops. There we go. And one more. Kinda here like this. Be fine. Perhaps let's do one more. No. Too steep. Okay, we can do this. I just want to make sure that we have the highest density as high as possible, so we can build a lot of residential buildings here, high rises of course, and also a bit of commercial zones, a bit of commercial area, commercial zone. High density or low density, I don't know yet. Okay, let's see. We're fine. Let's look at the old town. There is a water and electricity issue. Let's fix it. Oh yeah, there we go. It's not connected. Okay. No. Am I? Interesting. Ah, that's the road. Okay, that might be the issue. Which why it's not allowing me to. Okay. And there's a power problem too, so let's connect this one to this, and we're good. And we should be good. And we are. Okay. Let's make sure that we're not running into an issue on the electricity side. And since, can we actually build a power line? Ah, there it works. This is actually brilliant, because then I connect the two networks, to electricity grids, so to speak. Okay, it's a bit of a detour having to do all this to get them together, but I usually like the grids to be connected up, just because I don't want to have any. Can I build over these? Let me give it a try. It would be cool if I can. Or we can go into the middle and then go for this. Cool. We can connect them up. Brilliant. Colossal city. Yay! New roads. Use pathways to mark the exact route where you want helicopters to go. Okay, I can do the helicopter service. New buildings, a nuclear power plant, which we'll never use because we're green. Fancy a coffee with a twist. Okay, this is the thing I wanted to build out here, by the way. Out here, it needs to have floating cafe. And since the pollution is getting better over time, that's not an issue. And you shouldn't swim there, just drink coffee. I think it's a recreational aspect, as far as I remember. Actually, I don't know. I should have looked. The city park. Do you know whether the floating cafe thing, is this here in the recreational area, or is it the park even? Oh, there we go. Got it. Look at this. Brilliant. Okay, I think it needs a connecting. Or does it? Oh, it needs water. Okay, we can provide for that. There we go. Multiple problems. No road access. Yes, I know. That's why we wanted to. Okay, let me rebuild that. That's not a smart move. Yes, delete. Yeah, I'll give you another one, guys. Come on. And we also build it probably. No, that's actually not a nice view. Let's make sure we build it somewhere nice. Let's try to. I don't know. Isn't there any? Okay, this is kind of the road to the beach. Let's try to make it work like that. And see. Okay, but is this really working? Yeah, I know shoreline required, but okay, let's do it here and build the road to it. Let's do a direct one. Oh, that worked. Okay, we're fine. Let's give them water again. There we go. Look at this. So, Mr. Generowski, you can take your yacht, your little speedboat. From here, drive around the coast to the little cafe, have a cappuccino or lactose-free latte macchiato, and life's good. I kind of have to do something with the road here. Yeah, let's upgrade it to a tree-lined thing. It just looks horrible otherwise. And also, we're gonna build some additional trees and do stuff here because this doesn't look nice. But anyways. Okay. I'm also inclined to move these down here out of the main living space, living area. Let's see. Yeah, this connection is already there, so yeah, let's do that. I would say that we move it down here, make sure we connect it up again. And then take the other one, move it, because I want to have it out of the bay. This bay area is too nice to too nice for that. I wanna keep it like that. I wanna keep it nice. Okay, since we don't have any power, so we need to make sure that we can get power down. Okay, we do something really ugly, but this is just for the time being. We'll be able to remove that pretty quickly when we have defined the zoning down here. It should be fine in a minute or two. I hate power lines, they look so ugly. Okay, there we go. There should be electricity and power, water connection readily working. There we go. There we go. Now it works. Okay, we're good. Now the thing is, we have this area. Once just forget the power lines. I'll remove them. Okay, now we have a huge problem. Yeah, this is what I meant. We have an issue probably with. No, we don't. Hey, what was that? Ah, that was because I moved them. They were offline for a second, and the whole city went crazy. Okay, now I get it. We're fine again. We're fine again. Don't worry. Okay, I just want to get rid of this pollution. This is ugly, but I think it gets faint. I think it's degrading over time, so which is good. Okay, we have so much money now. What do we do with all the money? We could start building special stuff. Why not build our money? We can't do that yet. But unique buildings we can do. Now let's have a look at something really, really cool to build. A Jerpax launch site. Let's actually build a rocket launch site. And let's build it up here. Because why not? Must be roadside. And it's of course the thing is too steep. Oh, this is difficult to build big structures like that. That is probably not really working, except if I flatten out an area. Oh, this is huge. Look at the space that this thing needs. Let's build something smaller for the time being. Statue of Industry, no. Statue of Wealth, that's nice. Let's build a Statue of Wealth. And why not build it? Oh, that's a noise pollution thing. Why not build it? I don't know. I think it should be close to a... I'm unsure. Let's see what else we can do. The Transport Tower is a large office building specially meant for public transport companies. We combine for building the space elevator. Ooh, nice. This looks cool in the skyline. Look at this building. This is really cool. So we need to have one of these. Either a bit up the hill or in the middle of downtown. And of course the slope is too steep in most areas up here, but this is kind of an issue I have on the full map, on all the map. Oh, there we go. So let's go for this. It doesn't make sense right now to build it here, but since I will do residential... actually, let's start doing that. Let's make sure that the people are able to benefit from this little wondrous building by living close to it. Okay, so for the time being we'll connect it. And once the city is built out in this direction, it will be fine. But this is look at this. That's nice. Why not be the Elon Musk of the EistenTown and build a rocket launch site? This is actually industry up here. This is not a residential area. This is for industry and similar things. Okay, we need a better connection. And is this fully? No, it's not fully used. So I think this is a connection issue to this thing. Let's make sure that we have a bit a tighter or a tighter spaced road system. Oh, what is this? Let's do something like... Okay, let's try to keep the overall theme of the serpentine thing going on as good as we can. We can always rebuild the... There we go. Let's make sure we haven't cut off anything important. We did. That's why we need to... Oh, what's going on here? Why can't I traverse this? Oh, okay, it's elevated. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's continue build out the road. Let's go for... No, that was... Oh, that's probably too steep. Let's go for a straight one. Let's see whether we can make it work. There we go. There's very little building space. That's probably no, it's not worth it. Let's tear it down. There's not enough. It is too steep, so let's go for another solution. Let's instead go try to make this work. There's not much more space to build things on, but here we have a little bit. And we just want to connect it up and make it look cool. Alright, so why don't we add additional... I don't know, roads like... It's too steep. That's... Okay, we're on the... okay, we're in the tree line. We don't need that really. Oh, there is a reason, believe me. Since we have enough money, I think ahead. Let's see. We think ahead. This is residential area and commercial. This is industrial and another part of commercial, low density, high density commercial and residential up here. So there is a reason for that. And since we have enough money reserves, I'm going for a bit of preparation work. And also we need to have this area accessing the landfill and power, or let's say waste management system a bit better. It's not ideally connected. Yeah, okay, I think we're good for now. Okay, there's quite some interest. Oh, there's a flood. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Where's the flooding? Isn't this one? Have you seen where the flooding is? I haven't really seen. No more cemetery, no more room. Okay. Okay, we'll go for incineration plants instead of a cemetery. And we'll empty that. And we should be improving the situation momentarily. Okay, there is an issue. They're emptying it, that's all. Okay. Now, I haven't really seen where the flooding is. Okay. Yeah, might pop up again, so let's have a look out. Chat, have a look out for any flooded areas. Let me know when I need to take care of something. Okay, let's build out a bit more industry up in the polluted industrial area, and then let's go for a commercial area and build out these zones as well. I just like to keep this clean. Let's make sure, yeah, this is working as well. Should be okay. Alright, so there is a demand for commercial areas as well. Let's make sure that we have a bit more. I want to have this a bit more tight here. And actually it will look great once there's buildings there, there's high rises. This will look brilliant. I'm quite sure about that. And if you don't like it, I will ask Mr. Czarnoruski to make you like it. There we go. Let's do high density. And let's make sure that we have the usual setup. There's the coastline residential area, and then behind the coastline the next road is commercial. Let's give it a bit of space actually up here in this little spot. This should be fine. Let's give it a bit more. So this spec right here is high density commercial. Let's wait a bit and see whether this is enough, whether we need to build. I think it's enough for the time being. Yeah, it's still rising. We might need more. But let's make sure first. Oh, this is perfectly prepared. I'm so good at thinking ahead. And there's dead people. And why is there dead people? We have... okay, so it's quite a lot of dead people, but that might be a coincidence that we have 3 of them. Healthcare is available. Yeah, hospital is there. Everything's... oh, sorry. Everything's fine. Okay. So there's still more demand for commercial zones. Okay, let's do a bit of low density here just to round out things and not get too overwhelming for the coastline residential stuff, residential area. Okay, they're coming like crazy now. Okay, let's make sure that the people are actually happy. Let's see. Happiness level. Residential, look at this, 82%. That's brilliant. 77, that's okay. Office happiness is 97, they're really happy. Industrial happiness is high too, so all the people are happy, which is brilliant. And look at the land price. Yeah, we need to make sure we improve the land price up here and we do additional stuff to improve the land price up here. As I mentioned, it will attract more people. So do we have recreational areas up here or don't we? Let's build the small. Oh, we have 2 already. That should be fine. We have police. We have fire. We have a fire department, which is not covering the side here, so the upper side here. So let's build another one, which is making them happy. We might be lacking on the educational side. So there is a elementary school, there is a high school, but there's not enough elementary schools. Let's see what the issue is. So here is a bit of an issue with the elementary education. That should make these people very happy. And we'll do another one down here. Okay, so we might need another one up here, but let's see, is this? Okay, that's residential, so we need to build another school up here. Demand is huge, look at this. Let's make sure we build an elementary school pretty central to this area. And yeah, we need to flatten a few buildings, but that's fine. We'll find new flat for them. Okay. So, looking good. Oh, look, industry is all over the place again. They want to have more and more space to expand. Okay, let's make sure that we have the secondary education handled and dealt with as well. Okay, just give me a second. And let's see, on the university side, we have one in downtown, but nothing up here. So at some point, I will probably build a university somewhere up here. Actually, the university is this one. But it's a huge building. Yeah, we need to find a good spot for the university, but it should probably be close to this, or even here, because there's a higher density here. Look at this, the industry, they still want more space. Okay. Let's give them, let's actually fill out the whole space. Let's give them all they need. I'm perfectly assuming and perfectly aware of the fact that they will at some point have an issue because there's not enough unskilled workers, because I'm educating all of the people to the highest level, and then they will not have the lower to mid-level workers, and they will go away. But this is perfectly fine. I'm actually used to getting rid of the industry at some point in the city setup. And just imagine when the whole hill is built out. This will look amazing. It's already looking cool. All right. Let's see what we can do next. Excuse me. Let's build another structure. Let's see what else we can do to be cool. The Grand Mall. There's noise pollution, but there's a 100 entertainment value. This is pretty cool. Why not build a huge mall in the downtown area or close to it? But this is so huge that I need to find, it's difficult to find a spot again where there's enough space. And the slope is not too steep as usual. Oh, come on, this is really difficult to get this working in this map. The alternative would be to start building things like that up here, but this is also very hilly or very not very flat, so it won't help. Okay, that would work. We need to flatten a few buildings, but we'll do that. Can I? Okay, interesting. I was thinking that to move the building, to turn the building around, because it looks nicer if it faces the road. It doesn't seem to be working like that. That's pretty cool too. That's a nice addition to the Skyline. It raises the land value considerably. So let's look at that. Look at this. This is really good. This is good. We need to do an additional building like that somewhere. Okay, looking good, looking good. There is a waste issue here, I think. We might need to make sure that we have additional transfer facilities available somewhere. Not too close to this is residential, so I'm kind of inclined not to do it there. But up here might be good. Yeah, why not? Let's do it here. Let's make sure there is water, there's electricity. Yes, they need that. Let's make sure they have it. There we go. Now, there is a bit of demand for residential zones, but it's only low. So we can either wait and do something else or start building out just in advance. But we'll go for another unique building. Let's do another cool thing. Tax office. Noise pollution, entertainment 50. Civil servants tirelessly tax office. Requirement for building the fusion power plant. Okay, that might be interesting at some point. Opera house, 120 entertainment. This is cool. Let's build an opera house. We'll need an opera house. But I'm not quite sure where to fit this thing. We might actually... Yeah, why not put it in the middle of the city? There is noise pollution, I agree, but the entertainment value and the skyline will look better with it. That's pretty cool. Oh, by the way, I haven't checked whether we have unlocked. Look, the pollution is far better. It has improved considerably. We're almost good on the pollution side. Very, very nice. Very nice. Okay, I haven't really seen or looked whether we have unlocked the... We do. We can build a harbor. Okay, harbors are... There's noise pollution, quite a lot of it. So we need to build it, let's say, not directly... Preferably not directly in front of Mr. Jodorowsky's house. But someplace... I don't know, someplace here. I think let's build here because the noise pollution doesn't affect them, and we can use this area to build commercial areas which don't mind noise pollution too much. We can do I don't know, cargo harbor as well. Connect it up to the roads and then make sure the whole thing happens. There's a lot of noise pollution with these two, but let's try to make this work. Okay. It might be high, yes, so I need to take care of that. Let's see how it goes. But the cool thing is I can attract tourists and have a lot more influx into the city, people influx, so we will grow quicker even. There we go. There should be power. Okay, then I connect to it. And for some... Oh yeah, we're in the red. Okay, I see, we have an issue. Let's see where the grids are. Okay. Yeah, good thing we have... Yeah, now we have a problem. Let's actually try to fix it ASAP. There we go. And we probably need another one directly. Or very soon. There we go. 700, 712. Okay, we should be fine again. The thing is, I have two. Yeah, I seem to have two separated grids. I'm not quite sure where I have the issue, but yeah, it is the. So this is one grid, and probably these are connected as well. So I'm not quite sure where the issue is. But at some point we'll make it work. Because the whole thing will grow into one big city anyways. So we'll be fine. Okay, let's see. There is cargo ships connecting and landing on the harbor. And not much happening on this side yet. Look at the lorries. They're coming out like hell. Yeah, there is. You were right. The amount of traffic. Look at this. Bam. But the thing is, the train station is impossible. I cannot do much with trains on this map because of the coastline and the terracey setup. So this is quite the issue. But I'm not quite sure if cargo is transported by metro. I don't think so. I would be surprised. Okay, let's see whether we have a fire. We need another fire department. Let's build one. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, 33,000 people. Let's do actually another save. EistenTown, yes, just to make sure. Since we have stopped the recreational drug use, people aren't dying anymore in droves, which was surprising us a bit, I have to say. So let's look at the land price again. Look at this. This is the hotspot. This is worth a fortune. Up to here. Up to your space, Mr. Jodorowsky. Your flat is on the high value area as well. I won't continue trying to push the land value because of that. The land value is lower here because there's not much infrastructure. This is mainly residential. Let's make sure that we actually build a crematorium here, a really nice one. By the way, in case you haven't seen it yet, Mr. Czarnowski asked us to call this street Lebowski Street because he lives here, and we did that. That's actually brilliant. You can name the streets, you can name people, you can do so many things in this game. It's lovely, it's amazing. I love this game. Okay, so this is the downtown area. Then there will be additional high-density commercial and residential areas here. Commercial down here by the, let's say, noise pollution areas. Then up on the hill where it's quieter and where the view is better, we'll do residential stuff. And up here we go for industry, which again has an issue with garbage. Let's see. Yeah, I think we need connecting roads. I think this is probably just an issue that we haven't really taken care of up here. Usually this is enough to make it work because the whole thing is more accessible now, and the lorries can reach the stuff better. Roads and traffic need some love. Why? What do you mean? Something specific? Because we have, look at this, this is tree-lined roads all over the place. This is brilliant. I have no idea what you mean. We haven't looked for the traffic, that's actually fair. Yeah, there's a few hotspots. There's quite a few hotspots. As you would imagine, the coastline, the coast road where the high-density buildings are, there is an issue with high traffic. So we can go for public transport and expand that. But why do we have a garbage issue again up here? There is a plant which is not even using all of the trucks. Why is this still a thing? Look at this. What's the problem? I don't really get it. Oh, the thing. Yeah, I see. We might need to get rid of the toll. That's bad placement. I agree. Okay, that's kind of stupid. They need to go over through the toll system to to get rid of their traffic, their garbage. No one's doing that. Okay, how can we make sure that this works? Let's move the waste transfer facility. Oh, we can't because it's almost full. Okay, let's build another one and then get rid of this. There is another one actually. Are we good again? Let's try to do the same thing as we did with the industrial. Let's just try to connect them up because there might be an issue that it takes too long to. Oh, it's the I forget that there's train tracks. This is why I didn't do this already. Okay. All right. Let's see how much money we make with this toll system. It's 99. This is really not much. I was expecting more of this. So let's get rid of this. Yes, and let's build a normal road. There you go. And this should now solve the issue, oops, of yeah, of these people not getting access to the garbage collectors. Okay, there should be enough here. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. All right, garbage. We need to take care of garbage here as well. Let's build another collecting site. Why not right in this area where we have noise pollution anyways? Okay, there is demand for residential areas again. So let's start out building additional residential areas. Okay, there's 2 trucks. This should be fine. We should be okay. Okay, residential. Let's go for this area and high density. Let me see. This shouldn't be too much of an issue. It's just the transfer facility shouldn't be too polluting. Let's make sure this is the case. Yes, it's okay. Let's go for high density again. Let's make the whole area high density. Let's actually do the whole area. This is up here. This is all high density residential. There's not much space to because of the slope. Not much space to build buildings on anyways. So let's go for the whole shmee. And we'll do commercial down here. Let's actually do it right now. Well, let's do office buildings. That's cool too. Let's do office buildings. And a bit more additional commerce down here. Actually, we wanted to do a bit of a buffer zone and then go for residential. Come on. I want to have residential at the beachfront because it's nice to live at the beach. There we go. This should be enough for quite a while actually. Let's see whether we have anything that we need. No, we don't, because we need electricity until the whole thing is connected up. But fine. Oh, coming back to your comment on the roads, did you have anything specific in mind, or just the fact that we have a lot of roads and a lot of traffic in some areas? Okay, let's actually have a look. Let's give the roads and the traffic some love. I think we can do additional connecting roads in kind of this way. Connecting these and giving an arc over here. Connecting that should be helping. And anyways, we will go for buses and additional ways of and means of public transport as well. I agree, but the idea is that we have several, at least 2 inputs to the city. We have 2 connections, and we'll try to spread out the industry, residential and commercial areas in 2 separate ways, so that people don't have to travel through all the city. That's kind of on the planning side. But anyways, there will always be some choke points like here, and we'll try to fix that by using public transport and better routing. Actually, that's kind of the idea. I don't want to build highways in the city. I don't want that. I won't be able, and I don't want that. Usually, I make it work with public transport. I'm not a guy that likes to do big roads. I'm usually with 1 lanes, and also it works most of the time because I'll have other ways to get rid of the traffic. But I might need to connect. Actually, it's already improving here. It's already better. So I think I might be doing buses next. Let's give public transport a go and extend that and do buses. I think the downtown area, as we see here, would be a perfect spot to get this going. Yeah, let's do public transport in the downtown area. By buses, I would say. Let's go for the depot, which is probably being... I think it's this one, bus depot. That's the intercity, and that's the bus terminal. Okay. Let's do for the depot, and let's build the depot out here where because we have, I think it's noise pollution that it provides. Yeah, it does noise pollution. The slope thing is really an issue in this map. That's difficult. Okay, let's build it here. And let's do the first few lines. I'm also inclined to connect the harbor to the... Okay, let's create a first line which connects this area to the harbor. Let's go for that. Let's do another stop. This is a bit fiddly. Because you here really have to be careful to click at the right place. We're doing the first boss line and we don't want to mess it up like this. It's so easy to mess it up. Let's build a stop here. Let's go around here and there, and another one for good measure. Okay, let's go down here again. Yeah, let's wind down the road. We can go through the whole thing actually. Okay. Since we are building out the area here anyways, and this will all be populated at some point, we can do the whole line right now. And as you will see, this will again greatly increase the land value if the bus stop is close to a residential building. People love it, as you see here, and there we go. We have our first line. Now we can take a peek at the boss residents and the tourists that are using the line, or we can go through the city and build out additional lines. We can connect them, by the way. If you share stops, you can connect them. Let's actually do another one. Let's create a new line. Let's actually do a small one which just goes around the block, just to connect them up, and then do it like that. Complete line. There we have another one, and you see the arrows upwards. This is the land price increasing, and now the building has upgraded. Now we have sick people here for some reason. Let's look at noise. Or noise pollution is an issue because I've built this thing here. Can we improve this by upgrading the road to a... I think it improved already. That's actually cool. Well, let's see whether this has improved enough for people not to be sick anymore. If they are still getting sick, I will zone out the residential area here and just make sure that they're not too close to the noise pollution area. Or I might actually move this thing someplace else. Hey, look at the noise pollution. This is an issue that we need to tackle at some point. Let's make sure that we have additional upgrades. Oh, I can't. They're already tree-lined. Okay, I can't upgrade them. I already did that. Single trees, I think, don't have that. You can upgrade the roads to be tree-lined, but I think single trees don't do that. But I'm not sure about that. I'm not really sure if they do. Let's see whether we... where are the trees, by the way? I always forget that. Are they with the landscaping? Yeah, they are. Okay, most palm trees are distinguished, blah, blah, blah. Some palm trees inhabit different warm and tropical climates from... No, actually, I don't think they do any... Salt, weather goggle, okay. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Are you sure there's nothing mentioned in the... Have you read that? It doesn't say on the tooltip, so I don't know whether this is true or not. Whether single trees can improve the air quality or reduce pollution. It would be cool. Let me know if they do. Noise is a second thing, but if they can reduce pollution, that would be cool. Noise would be perfect because noise is an issue in many areas that I have here. Well, there's an industrial area that's here. Noise pollution. There is no. So how would you want to test the effect? You want to build trees and see what's happening, or what is the idea? Let's build some trees back here. Then they don't cost much, so I can just. Okay, let's do some trees. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure if they do anything. They just look nice, which is cool too. But okay, let's see. There's a. Let's give it a bit of time. Let's see whether this does anything. On the pollution side, doesn't seem to do much, or does it? Let's try. No, not really. Nope. And on the noise, I don't think it does anything. Well, inside there's no space. Can't really. This is really tight. Yeah, we can do a few here. There's a bit of space. Okay, pollution. Nope. Noise. Nope. Nope. Doesn't do anything. Neither on the pollution side nor on the noise side. So I might be missing something here, but I think the trees are just decoration. It does look nice though. They do what? Are you sure? What do they do? I don't see any effect. Or is it just taking time? Look, there's no effect on that. Well, air pollution is not really a thing. Where is air pollution? Is this a separate thing? We have pollution, average ground pollution, drinking water pollution. There is no air pollution. Or is this a special thing I missed so far? Doesn't seem like it. Well, first, I'm not quite sure. Oh, okay, we need to build another one of these. Yeah, but just it usually has an effect directly. But let's fix the problem we have with the waste first. So let's actually build it in the middle of this bloody industrial area. Ah, the bloody slope. Okay, I need to connect it again. That was not working as intended. I was... oh, okay. Interesting. That's strange. It did work just now. Okay. Doesn't make sense, but anyways. Let's try to find another spot. I just wanna make sure that we have this issue solved for now. Let's look at pollution. And we might even... No, that's actually too far off. I really don't think that trees do something. If you can prove it, I'm happy to add trees. But so far, I think it's just not doing anything. It looks nice, but I'm not quite sure. And air pollution isn't, as far as I know, isn't a thing in the city. They're not differentiating that. There is a pollution, ground pollution and drinking water pollution. There is noise pollution, but there's no air pollution. Well, show me. I'm happy to learn. But there is nothing that I could... Yeah, pollution, but this is ground pollution and drinking water pollution. I'm quite aware of these. But air pollution? Okay, let's try and see whether you're right or not. I don't see any effect. Let's get rid of the whole thing here. And plant trees. I don't know, these ones as big as possible. It's hard to see anything. These are not dry palms, these are beeches, beechwood. Okay, this is around 1 million trees. And this should definitely... Do you agree that this should have an effect? This area? Well, actually, the trees died instantly because of the pollution. Look at this. Are you sure this works? It doesn't look like it. I think it's the other way around. If you plant trees in industrial age, they just die. It has a slight... No, actually, that's because there's no buildings here. This is why the noise pollution is lower. But on the pollution side, no effect whatsoever. We can do other trees if you want to. We can do tree with leaves and plant them too. You killed all of... You made me kill trees. Look at that. You're a horrible person. So trees have no effect. I don't see that. If you can prove it, go ahead. I'm a tree killer now because of you. It's all your fault. But it would be interesting. I was of the notion too that they have an effect on the pollution level, but they don't. I haven't seen any effect. There is a crime issue I can see. Let's look at the crime rate. It's actually quite low, but there's no police station anywhere near here. Let's build one. Let's go for that. Yeah, I agree on noise pollution, but in a tightly spaced area like that, it usually doesn't make sense. Or there's not enough space to build enough trees to really have an effect. That's the other thing. Actually, you sidetracked me. I was trying to have a look at this, and we were building bus routes. Let's continue doing that. Let's build out more bus routes. But I think I need a connecting road because otherwise this will be too far of a thing. Let's do that. And let's make sure that we have this. This is commercial, this is offices. Very fine. And let's see. Let's go for the bus again. Okay. Okay, let's go for this. This will really make a huge jump on the land price. Bus or public transport in general has a huge impact on the land price. Go. Complete the line. There we go. Another line. Connecting the downtown area. Let's build the next one. Let's do a circle around this area. I like to have overlapping circles. Seems to be quite an efficient way. There's just a bridge. Seems to be quite an efficient way to make it work. It will take a while until it has an effect on the car traffic, but it should work just fine. In this map, we'll have a really hard time building out train structures because of the hilliness. Is this a word? No, it probably isn't. No. Oh hell. There we go. Sorry guys, I misclicked, and I will give you another line and more bus stops, but not right now. There we go. And let's do another one down here. Let's make sure that we cover as much as possible of the downtown area because it makes people happy. And as I mentioned, it is good for the land price. And if the land price is going up, more commercial companies and residents will join our little town. There we go. That's probably true. So you can skip one or two of these things, but this is, I would say, roughly every 150 200 meters or something. I don't know. Let's see actually how we fare on the boss side. 148 already, and the metro does 266. It's fine. It's growing. Should be fine. So we'll do more and more of the boss lines. Actually, let's connect out this area. And then I think it's a good time to call it a day for today, because we have 3 hours in the stream already. But in this game I forget time so easily, and I can do this all night. I just love building these things. But anyways, if you know and if you find out something on how to reduce noise pollution even more, or to in general to reduce pollution in the ocean, stuff like that, I'm really intrigued to learn, because I always want to make this perfect. Having metro with only 35k, what do you mean? Oh, with the population, yeah, I agree. Well, this is the thing, if I'm going for a green city, I need to provide the means. And also I want to start this early, and since we have enough money now, we're making good money. Should be fine. We should be good. It's hard to stop. I just wanna go on and on building the city. This is like an addiction. This game is so good. Okay, there we go. Pollution equals remove the source, and with the time it will go away. Okay, so that's the thing. And then it should be, I think we're seeing this in the, yeah, look, we're seeing this already. Look at this. This is far better. We lost all the pollution here, and at some point we will have a clean ocean again, and then we can go for fishery. I would love to do fishing as well. Let's make sure that we have a police station here, because you forgot that entirely. Let's make sure that the fire hazard is not too high. Let's do 1, 2, and we're good. There's a worker thing. They don't have enough workers of a certain type, but that's look at this. This is really cool. I love it. How the roads travel up the road, and the skyline coming along nicely. We need to have far more of these nice high-risers which look great and give the city additional value, but we'll do this over time. Let's look at the levels. So the residential level, the darker the higher. Okay, that's cool. So this is the most leveled up area, followed by this, and this is really low because it is low density as well. Okay, cool. We can work on that as well. Let's look at the land price. Look at this. This is amazing. This is really cool. But as I mentioned, I digress. So it's really hard for me to stop this game. Let's save, and let's call it a day for today. We will see each other again on Thursday. Join in. I hope Mr. Generoski can make it along as well. It's always good to have you on board. Sleep well, sleep tight, stay safe. Good night. Bye-bye.